I am Phil Brock. This is Brock and Your Block, and today we're visiting Santa Monica's water treatment plant. You know, there's always that old saying about water, water everywhere and not a drop to drink. Well, that's not true today. We have plenty of water to drink. I'm here with Myriam Cardenas from the City of Santa Monica's Water Division. And what is your official title, Myriam?
I'm the Assistant Manager in charge of water production and treatment.
And tell me, where are we standing now?
We're standing next to one of our groundwater wells. Right now we're in the city of LA. And the reason for that is 100 years ago, Santa Monica decided they wanted to be in charge of their own water system. So they bought several small private water companies, including the site that we're standing on right now.
100 years ago. Mm-hmm. So really we're at an anniversary, and that's what kept Santa Monica City. That's what stopped us from being absorbed into Los Angeles. So our forefathers, the city fathers of that time, really had great vision. You're not the person who stands there with a bucket and pulls it up every time someone wants to take a shower.
No, we use electricity. So we're standing in front of a water well right now, Phil, and behind me you can see the top of the column. The column is essentially a metal pipe that extends down into the ground. This well happens to be about 250 feet deep. Picture the water column as like a straw with holes in it, and there's a motor that sits in there that spins a turbine, spinning the water and bringing it to the surface. Once it is brought to the surface, it's conveyed into this pipe down over to the treatment plant behind us.
And it comes out magically in my shower every morning.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit to that.
So we're going to find out a little bit more about that. There's also springs at University High School, a couple of blocks from here.
That's right. There's groundwater in this area. I think of it generally as precipitation that's fallen on the Santa Monica Mountains, kind of slipping into the LA basin and heading out towards the ocean, and we're taking advantage of that.
So we're in the middle of our aquifer.
Santa Monica Basin. That's right. And so I mentioned we have 10 water wells. 7 of them are actually in city of LA, just outside of the Santa Monica limits, and we have 3 within the city. And the reason that we have so many wells outside of Santa Monica is the closer you get to the ocean, the more brackish or salty the water would be, being influenced by the proximity of the ocean. So any wells we have in Santa Monica are actually located on the east side.
Another aquifer is also located about a quarter mile off our coast in the Pacific Ocean as well. So if we ever really need water, we could also look out there.
Unfortunately, we're in an urban area, and all of our groundwater wells have become contaminated at one point or another. And in addition to that, there's some naturally occurring features of our water that would make it, let's say, a little bit difficult to use without treatment. So we do a few things. We remove contaminants, and we also soften the water. Our water is naturally very high in mineral content, and in the process we're removing contaminants. The contaminants that we've experienced most often in Santa Monica were basically due to industrial solvents. The other thing that we famously had was MTBE as a gasoline additive from gas stations in close proximity to our water wells. When California switched to cleaner burning fuels in the 90s, along came this additive MTBE, which seemed to be much more effective as a groundwater contaminant than prior additives. The treatment plant is behind us, and what we're looking at is a simple diagram of the treatment process. I mentioned that we're doing a few different things. We're removing contaminants and also softening the water, and we do this in several steps. The first step is pre-treatment. Why do we do pre-treatment? Well, the RO, reverse osmosis, is the step that is the most sophisticated and tricky, and it's designed to remove not only some contaminants but also soften the water, remove the minerals. Often modern treatment plants will use membrane processes, of which RO is one, to soften water, remove minerals, but also other contaminants along the way. And we know reverse osmosis is commonly known as seawater desalinization. In this case, we're doing it on groundwater, so It's not quite as energy intensive as it would be if we were desalting the ocean. The water has to be as clean as possible, as free from particulates and iron as possible before you take it to the reverse osmosis step. So the platform behind us is a filter complex designed to remove the naturally occurring iron in our water. It isn't in a form that your body can absorb. So much as you would like to use it for supplementing nutrition, it won't work that way.
So keep taking your vitamins.
Yes, please keep taking your vitamins. We've all seen when our water comes out tinted brown. That's usually because there's been iron sediment that has settled in the bottom of pipes. One of the nice features of this treatment plant is we have to remove that iron completely to make the RO process work better. By the time it comes out of our treatment plant, it's essentially bottled water.
Which is why people shouldn't buy bottled
That's
water
right.
in Santa Monica.
One of the many reasons people shouldn't buy bottled water.
Yes.
You know, it comes out of your tap.
And our water's good water.
It's excellent. Maybe we should go up and take a look at the iron removal system.
That sounds wonderful. Let's go.
We're standing on the filter complex, which is the pre-treatment step of the treatment plant to remove iron and manganese. Behind us are 6 filters that contain a mineral called glauconite, which has a natural property to remove iron from water. The iron particles will stick on the surface of the mineral. So it's kind of a low-tech filtration method. But one of the most interesting parts of the treatment plant, as you can see, there's a lot of piping involved. Each filter, once it's removed as much iron as it can possibly remove, it needs to be backwashed.
The mineral's called glauconite.
The mineral is called glauconite, or commonly known as green sand. So we would call this green sand filtration. It's been around for many, many years.
I see more pipes. There's a lot of pipes here.
A lot of the pipes are underground. What we're standing in front of is our pump station. So once the water makes it all the way through the treatment process, we have a holding tank, a reservoir. How do we get it into the city? Well, we have 2 ways. We have one pipe that is a gravity feed line that can let gravity flow water to a lower elevation. We have a gravity feed line directly from the reservoir that feeds the lower portion of the city, which would be the southeastern quadrant. So it feeds in Broadway around 18th Street. But the other way is, like you mentioned, behind us, what you're looking at is a pump station. So there are parts of the city that are of roughly the same elevation or higher. You mentioned Mount Olivet. So in order for us to get water to those parts of the city, we have to pump it. So what you're hearing in the background are pumps. So from here, this pipe goes under the asphalt, goes down Wilshire Boulevard, and starts splitting up. One pipe goes up to Mount Olivet and fills that reservoir, and it will also start to branch off and feed into Mid-City. And we also have 2 other reservoirs on that end of town. San Vicente, which is under San Vicente Boulevard, and then the Riviera Reservoir, which is under the Riviera Country Club. We're pumping water 24/7, day and night. During the day, people are using water, so they're consuming that, and maybe even more than we're pumping in. So maybe they're using some of the water out of storage. But in the middle of the night, very few people are using water. The wells in the treatment plant are still running. The pumping station is still pumping. The excess water goes into the reservoirs. So what you see is the reservoirs fill up at night and kind of drain down during the day. And that's how you maintain water for the system.
And so all this comes from what historically was known as the Arcadia pumping station, right? Because this was actually named for Arcadia Bandini de Baker. It became known as the more generic Santa Monica water treatment plant. And I understand we also have our own water treatment navy that's at the Riviera Country Club.
Best kept secret, yes. We call it the Riviera Yacht Club, but not too many people know about that.
So everybody, don't tell anybody about this at all.
The Riviera Reservoir is a very large reservoir. In fact, it's so large it's considered a dam. It's 25 million gallons. Yes, it's a big storage facility for Santa Monica. And it's so big that we do have to keep a boat inside in order to do inspections on it. So hence we have jokingly referred to as the Riviera yacht club.
There we go. And it's a full Navy. Does everyone wear white and they have hats and full sailor outfits?
No.
It's not that good. Okay.
Just the captain.
Okay. So we're standing now on top, literally on top of part of Santa Monica's water.
Yes.
I made sure I cleaned my feet.
We're standing on top of the Arcadia Reservoir. All the water wells go through the treatment process and end up coming through the reservoir under our feet. There's a nice solid roof, so there's a layer of protection between us and the water.
I had a swimsuit. I thought maybe there would be some surf. I thought that would be great.
Water's treated, and from here it goes into the city.
There's something called the Midnight Man here, and he's not a superhero, although he may be to a lot of our residents.
This is a 24/7 facility, so that we have 2 people on site at all times, day and night. They respond to not only upsets at the treatment plant, but any main breaks, sewer spills.
Most of us only see the surface things. We see police, we see fire, we see our street cleaners, and we don't think about the other things that go on every day, 24 hours a day in our city. And one of the crucial things is our water treatment plant and getting water to our faucets and making sure that water is clean, it's safe.
It's tested and tested and tested. This is a 10 million gallon a day treatment plant. Currently, our maximum demand is about 10 or 11 million gallons per day.
Can we add more if we need to?
We think there are possibilities to add wells around the city.
Very cool. So we're on top of one of the many reservoirs for the city of Santa Monica right now. And Myriam, you've been so helpful this morning. This is an area that many people never get to see. I came here decades ago and got to see the water treatment plant at that time. It's changed. There are a lot more pipes. You've been here 30 years.
30 years, yes.
You're going off into retirement.
That's right.
And I hope that you've enjoyed your time in Santa Monica, because you're really one of our unsung heroes in this city. So thank you for all you've done for us, Myriam, because it is crucial to our residents.
Well, thank you, Bill. It's been an honor to serve the citizens of Santa Monica.
For Brock and Your Block, I'm Phil Brock. I'm at the Arcadia Treatment Plant here in Los Angeles, but serving Santa Monica.